This simple AI hack will save you over 20% of your AI costs inside of Clay.com. Huge if true, right? And throughout this video, as you can imagine, I'll be talking about cached inputs, what they are, how you can use them inside of Clay.com, and how you can finally save 20% of your AI costs so that you can finally buy my Unlock Clay course. Just kidding, of course. Anyways, for the purpose of this video, I'll just give you a quick high-level overview of what cached inputs are. And before that, a quick disclaimer, all credit for this idea goes to Eric Nowoslawski. He did a good video on cached inputs. However, I found myself Googling after that video what they are, how to actually apply that knowledge inside of Clay.com. So I had to do some digging, and I just thought to share what I learned throughout that. And the main idea is quite simple. If you're sending the exact same data to an AI model multiple times, you should only pay for that computation once. So simply put, the first time you send some sort of prompt or some sort of input, AI charges you some cents for computation. And the computation is basically just actioning the prompt, right? But the second time, when you send the exact same input, AI should be able to just look up the past computation, aka it should look up its own storage and, past knowledge, and it shouldn't charge you for the same computation twice. So you can tap into the past knowledge instead of rerunning the model and that costing you a lot of money. I'm not going to jump into too much detail here, but I'm just going to show you, first of all, the impacts that this has on the pricing. So as Eric already pointed out in his video, which was great, I'll link it down below, by the way, in the description if you want to check that out as well. But essentially, over here, you can see a normal input will cost you $1.75 per input. In this case, it's 10 times cheaper to use cached inputs instead, right? So it's 10 times cheaper, more than 20% that I mentioned to get your attention at the start of the video, right? So that's that. Now, just to show you how you can actually apply this inside of Clay.com, let's imagine for a second we have this data set, we have the company website, company name, the profile of a candidate. And in this case, we first want to qualify if the company is a good fit for our services. And then finally, we want to qualify if that person is a good fit for our services, right? If whatever we're selling them. So in this case, in order to create a cached input, what you need to make sure is that the start of the prompt, so in the ICP company fit column over here, the start of the prompt is completely the same, because if the start of the prompt is completely the same and it's the same like context or system prompt at the start, for instance, then this way, if the input is the same at the very start of the prompt, this will be counted as a cached input. So in other words, this will not cost you any Clay credits or any money to rerun pretty much. Like it will be 10 times cheaper than rerunning it completely from scratch. So if you just keep this completely the same in the second step, so if I now go to second step, and you can see that I kept all of this the same, and then you just adjust the prompt at the bottom of what additionally you want to do to that information, then that way you can see that the cost drops from 0.008 down to 0.005, which is like about a 30% drop or so. So that's the main idea. I also recommend, I'll link 2 videos down below that explain this in super nerdy technical detail as well that I watched on cached inputs. But the main gist of it, as far as I learned from all of this, is that you basically just need to not change a single character between the enrichments. So in the first enrichment, if you're giving it this system and context prompt, for instance, copy and paste it word for word without a single character difference into the second prompt. And then that way you can look up its past knowledge and just basically not rip you off and charge you, an absolute fortune. So yeah, I hope you found that useful. If you did, let me know. Let me know how straightforward this explanation was as well, because in my eyes, like it clarified a few things. But yeah, let me know if you found this interesting. And if you found this interesting, by all means, consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video, maybe even commenting something nice down below. For context, I'm recording this on Christmas Day because I'm trying to just schedule a lot of videos for the coming month, because I'm off until the 5th or 6th of January or so. So I don't know when you're watching this. But either way, I hope you enjoyed that. Either way, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great year ahead. If I haven't said happy holidays and all that stuff, of course, it's probably a bit too late because you're probably watching that in January. But anyways, I hope you smash 2026. I hope you subscribe to the channel and you use Clay to its full potential. And yeah, shout out to Unlock Clay as well. Check that out. I'll link it down below. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one. Cheers.